Welcome back to the Rosy Pear, and today we are continuing with some r/writing prompts. Don't forget, guys, you have to like, comment, and subscribe at the end of the video, or else I won't know you guys like what I'm doing. And if you do, then I might be able to do something special in the next video to show you guys how much I appreciate you watching. Scientists revive a dead god through prayer and worship him just enough to be alive but not powerful, so they can keep him in the lab to study how mana works. Jonathan entered the laboratory in a languid movement, his gloved hands holding the edge of the door as his eyes scanned the room. It was pristine, lifeless. So clean and so sterile that not even bacteria could survive for long. As the door closed behind him, he let out a sigh of relief and stood for a moment. A hiss escaped with the sound of the locking mechanism, and a computerized voice spoke out. Testing facility secured. Current occupants. 2. Please Jonathan seemed reassured, nodding to himself as his finger slipped from the mute button. He trudged onward, fumbling around in his coat and procuring a notepad and pen. When he stopped, he was stood before an enormous tank of water. As he wiped away the condensation on the glass, the decapitated head of a male lion could be seen floating. It was pale, with a flowing mane that wafted in the current, with bits of decaying flesh barely clinging to it. For a moment, it remained lifeless before its eyes opened, crimson orbs that within seconds had developed black slits through which to see. Jonathan stepped back. He looked away from the head down below to the coiled remains of a serpent severed at the neck. Scales swam around the carcass, shimmering red and orange like tropical fish. Suddenly, a commanding voice echoed through Jonathan's mind. Look at me, beast. Jonathan turned his attention up to the lion's magnetic glare. It seemed even if he might try to pull away, the force was so strong his eyes would surely pop out of his skull. I have what you requested. Will you finally speak? He said, his hand trembling as he held the pen against the open pad. If you have that which was sought, then show it to me. I do, Jonathan started, reaching into his pocket. I do. It's pure. I had it checked, he said, pulling out a string of gold so thin it was nigh invisible. The eyes of the creature burned as it looked upon it. Yes, I would know it anywhere. This costs a lot, both in money and in lives. Please, may we speak of mana? What of it? What is it? How does it work? What it is, you don't know in all these years, the head asked, and the room fell to silence for a moment. All that could be heard was the water moving in the tank. No. So please. It is your essence. That is to say, human essence. A product of your soul. Essence. Jonathan started taking notes, confused expressions morphing on his face between moments of writing. How does it work? When I birthed you, it was like a mutation. Your minds and your thoughts could bend the world, just as me. So strange. It seemed to ponder, grumbled tones reverberating in Jonathan's mind. Like you? Like you were copies of me. Like you were my children, except that wasn't possible. It was too late when I discovered the answer. What answer? You and I, two sides of the same coin. You were not created by me so much as you were cleaved from me. I don't understand. It was then that they came from outside of this universe. The gods that you pray to in your folly, feasting on your energy. My energy, it roared. This is all... Jonathan paused, laughing nervously as he closed the notepad. This is all too much. I'm in way over my head. He turned away, walking awkwardly. Suddenly he stopped in his tracks, as if stunned by some pervasive thought. His posture straightened, and his eyes lost their focus. He pulled the golden strand from his pocket, placing it through a 3-way valve into the tank. A glow began to emanate from the waters as the creature spoke with a physical voice, one that seemed to cross multiple dimensions. My energy. That, honestly, the demonic voice kind of hurt my throat, but that story was just intense. I honestly can't believe people sit down and just write this stuff out and they don't even think about it. They just do it. At least I think they just do it. It's an amazing story, and it makes you wonder what this God would look like, act like, sound like, be like if he wasn't kept in this, what was it? An enormous tank of just water. A male lion's head with a serpent severed at the neck. So, body of a snake, head of a lion is what I'm getting. That's something to think about. That's terrifying too. I don't want to think about that. And it says, when I birthed you, you were like copies of me. That's just eerie. No, I don't want to think about that. It's like we were made in God's image. That's what the Bible says. We are all made in God's image. But if we were made in this God's image, I don't want to know what that God looked like. Oh, that's scary. Oh, this is an amazing story. I love it. But that's going to be it from me today, guys. If you absolutely love the video, don't forget to like down below. Don't forget to leave a comment telling me what I could do better, what your idea for the story is, or what you would want to do. And don't forget to subscribe and share the video around, because we're trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. We don't have that much time left. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!